A country so small you can drive across it in 3 hours built the first global empire. Then, one earthquake destroyed everything in 6 minutes. And Portugal rebuilt, twice. Portugal sits at the southwestern edge of Europe, the last land before the Atlantic becomes infinite. For most of history, this was considered the end of the world. Ancient Romans called it Finisterre, the end of the earth. Then Portuguese sailors looked at that infinite ocean and saw opportunity. Lisbon had the perfect harbor, the mountains had the timber, and the winds off Cape Sagres blew in exactly one direction, toward the unknown. In 1415, Portugal captured Ceuta in North Africa, the first step of an empire. Prince Henry the Navigator built a school of navigation at Sagres and recruited the best cartographers, astronomers, and sailors in the world. Portuguese caravels pushed south along Africa's coast year by year, mapping a continent. In 1488, Bartolomeu Dias rounded the Cape of Good Hope. In 1498, Vasco da Gama reached India. Portugal had found a sea route to the spices that were worth more than gold, and they had it to themselves. By 1550, Portugal controlled the most profitable empire in human history. From Brazil in the west to Macau in the east, from Angola to Mozambique to Goa, a country of 1.5 million people governed an empire of 40 million. They brought the first global trade: sugar from Brazil, slaves from Africa, spices from India, silk from China, all flowing through Lisbon, which became the richest city in the world. The Portuguese language spread to every continent. Today, 260 million people speak it. More people speak Portuguese than French. Then, on November 1st, 1755, All Saints' Day, when the entire population of Lisbon was in church, the earth moved. The Great Lisbon Earthquake lasted 6 minutes, magnitude 9. It destroyed 85% of the city. The tsunami that followed drowned the harbor. Then, fire consumed what remained. In 6 minutes, Portugal lost its capital, its archives, its art, its libraries, and an estimated 30,000 to 40,000 people. The richest city in the world became rubble before noon. The Marquis of Pombal, Portugal's chief minister, gave the most famous response to catastrophe in European history. When asked what to do, he said, "Bury the dead and feed the living." Within hours, he had organized the army to prevent looting. Within days, he had architects designing the new city. The rebuilt Pombaline Lisbon was the world's first earthquake-proof city. Its buildings constructed on a flexible grid with specific anti-seismic timber frames called the Gaiola Pombalina. It was the birth of modern urban planning. Portugal rebuilt not just a city, but an idea of what a city could be. Today, Portugal is a small country of 10 million people at the edge of Europe. The empire is gone, but the language it spread is spoken by 260 million people on 5 continents. The Pombaline buildings still stand in Lisbon, earthquake-proof since 1755. The caravels are in museums. The spice routes are airline routes now. And Lisbon, destroyed twice, rebuilt twice, is one of the most beautiful cities on earth. Still standing, still Portugal.